What's up guys, Peepo here, and today's video is going to be about this, the RocketMesh lacrosse tape saving butt end. Just going to get right into it and start talking about it. As you can see, it's relatively decent size. I mean, comparatively, we can show it against a number of different styles here. Okay, if I don't knock everything over. So here's the RocketMesh one versus your Brine Warrior style. As you can see, a pretty big difference. Your old ECD or Epic style butt ends, and then your STX Nike style butt ends. Now, not knocking these butt ends, because I know I've always liked them for their different features and everything like that, and then you have like your Gimalax butt ends. But so, as you could see when I was showing the differences, they're pretty much the same length as far as comparatively to the STX ones, and so kind of nice and standout-ish. And then you have this very thick donut at the bottom, where as a lot of butt ends don't really have that, and so you have to start using a lot of tape to make a donut. Now me, I don't really like a lot of tape on my sticks to begin with. So let's see if I can move stuff out of the way. If I have, say, the true butt end, which is very similar to the Epic butt end, it ends right there, and then I do about a hand's worth of tape. So go with about a hand's worth of tape. I only have to use about half of that to create my butt end area. So what you do with the I mean, it's called the tape saving butt end because you put a little bit of tape, maybe a small strip, around the actual shaft before you put the butt end on. So this piece of tape will go around the end with a little bit, the way I do it is a little bit hanging over the end, so there's a little bit of a overlap, and then you fold the rest of the tape on the inside of it. I'll show you what I mean. Just some regular old tape that I have lying around. So not even like, so maybe about 3 or 4 inches worth of tape. Start wherever you want on there. See, a little bit short, but you want to be able to wrap it around one time around the shaft. Remember, this is the shaft. We're pretending this is the shaft. And then so you want about half of it outside, well, actually connected to the shaft, and then you fold it over inside of the shaft, like so, and then you put the butt end over top of it. And because of how tightly these butt ends fit to a shaft, to begin with, that tape's only going to add friction and suction and everything like that, so that the butt end's not going to move. So like with this Warrior Cryptolite shaft, I have that piece of tape, and I've been testing out this mesh with no tape on the outside, just to have fun with it and test out, see if it'll do it. And shooting pretty hard, it doesn't shift, but I mean, with over excessive use, I would say that it will probably shift after all of that use without any tape on the outside. So if you get the tape saving butt end, kind of do what I do. Maybe not go all the way to the bottom, but just enough tape to where it's for sure there. And that's really it as far as getting it on there. But as you can see, there's a lot of different colors. So they pretty much have the color of the rainbow right now for this style of butt end. So there, I mean, you got your red, you got your neon green, got your regular royal blue, navy blue, Carolina blue, kind of a maroon red. So I already showed you the red. They got black. They got white, which I don't have. They kind of have a fuchsia pink going on. They got a regular Kelly green, or I guess that would be probably like a forest green versus Kelly green, right? Because I have the neon green on the other one. There's a nice bright, almost neon yellow. Might as well go with neon. And then your regular neon pink. They have orange. And they even have gray ones. So, as you can see, they have pretty much the color of the rainbow. And then some. They have some of the in-between colors. I think they might even have a purple. I have not seen one. But they probably even have a regular purple. But I mean, they have that gives you a lot of options. If you're not somebody that likes to dye your heads or really have super fancy sticks, but you want to have like your favorite color or something like that, get a butt end, put it on the end, and I mean, it's performance-wise. I mean, I'm one of those guys that I don't really use just my wrists. I guess you could say I'm not like a box player like some people are. I try to use the full motion of both arms, so pushing with the top, pulling with the bottom, and getting as much power and everything behind my shots as I can, or my passes. And I mean, I used to be one of those kind of guys that would have just a little bit of a donut above the bottom just so that my hand would stay on the stick. But with this, it's like a stopper. It will stop no matter how big your hands are. It will stop at this butt end. So overall, performance-wise, I really like it. It's nice and sturdy. It's a little on the thick side, but it narrows down as it goes closer to where the tape goes, so your hand isn't really hitting right there where the butt end actually begins, and it will stop at it. Like I said, small amount of tape on the outside if you're not too sure of it, and I mean, it's not a super slick and it's not a super sticky plastic or rubber. It's actually quite hard, so it's not going to bend and warp as you use it. So, and it's not super heavy. It kind of balances out the stick without a ball in it, so it's not like you're loading up with a bunch of tape at the end. So it definitely saves you weight, whereas instead of taping up this whole bottom with a bunch of tape to make it so that you have a donut. So tape saving butt end from RocketMesh, definitely a more of an accessory sort of thing in lacrosse, but at the same time something that it's one of those little things that you don't want to have to worry about later when you're playing. So if you kind of feel you have trouble with taping a lot and everything like that, check out the butt ends. I think they're like $4 or $5, but obviously I got a bunch of them. But so yeah, tape saving butt end from RocketMesh Lacrosse. I know they have 2 other styles, maybe even 3 coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that. Go check out their Instagram. I know they have a lot of updates and everything like that. There's, I believe, a deal going on with one of their ambassadors. They have a couple different ambassadors that put out deals and everything for you guys out there to check out. So there's like, buy 2 pieces of mesh, get 3 or 4 butt ends for free or whatever. I think it's a certain color. But so yeah, there's plenty of deals going on with RocketMesh. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you checked out this butt end, and I hope you liked it. So I'll check you later.